What is happening, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome back to the Original Fashion Tarot channel. We're back for another two videos here on the channel today. This one in particular being on Gemini. And the big mythos roughly equates to... So that roughly equates to Hephaestus, the god of blacksmiths, forging, fire. Essentially, the celestial toy maker. Anything you need made, and I do mean anything, Gemini. Whether this be from a miniature, little robot that can fly around like a golden snitch, or something more titanic, like a 50-foot tall statue of Typhon the Storm Giant. This guy's got you covered. This guy has got you covered. Why you want a 50-foot tall statue of Typhon the Storm Giant? No idea. But he can do it. So without much further ado, folks, Gemini, let's go ahead and get straight on into this. Start this off. We have Icarus's Ascent. Okay. So, this is a bit of an interesting card, Gemini. A bit of an interesting one, because this could go one of two ways. The first way this could go, Gemini, is that you yourself are on your way to going a step too far. And what I mean by that is you're trying to do too much. You're trying to, be everywhere at once, take care of everything. You're trying to step up to the mark a little too much, Gemini. Or the other way this could go is that you're wanting somebody else that is occurring. You're wanting somebody else that, it's happened to them, that they're overextending themselves, that they're going to burn out. All that stuff. So, okay, by the way, let's see what happens, Gemini. Closest acquaintance? The loom of the Moira. Interesting? Interesting. I'm gonna go with the latter on this one, that you are trying to tell your friend that they are overextending themselves. And it's not working out too well for them. Because what I'm seeing here, Gemini, is that your friend is assuring you, oh, I've got a plan, I got this set in stone, I can do this, I can do that, and, I got this. But they really don't, Gemini. I mean, no offense to this friend of yours, but they don't have it. They don't have it covered. They don't have this. No, honey. Where's your head at? The Sibyl's Prophecy. Ah. Okay, I see where you're going with this already. The Sibyl's Prophecy. So, you're already concocting plans of how to make them not go down this path. Because I get the feeling you've already been down this path, Gemini. You are a natural-born hard worker. Your patron god is literally Hephaestus, the god of blacksmiths and forging. You work hard. You make things. You build things. You don't destroy them. But in this case, you're going to have to hold back your friends from doing all this stuff that they're, planning on doing. That they think they can do, but they really can't, Gemini. It's gonna be a bit of a tough situation, I have a feeling. But you'll get there. You will get there in time, Gemini. You will. And, yeah. Let's see where this goes. What's around you? Achilles the Troll. Wow. Okay. Sorry about the slightly off lighting, by the way. It's a little bit darker where I am right now. Daylight savings. Achilles and Troy. So, you're gonna be their knight in shining armor, huh, Gemini? You are gonna be this person's knight in shining armor. You're gonna swing in, save the day, rescue them from themselves, even, in this case. And you have a plan for how to do that, Gemini. You do have a plan for how to do that. The success or failure rates of that plan? I got no idea. Let's find out if it goes well. What do you want? Hera's Peacock Throne. Okay. So, they haven't made a move yet. Your friend has not made moves to execute all these plans yet. They haven't, gotten started. They haven't really kicked off the ground. They are, they're still formulating everything that they're planning on doing or at least trying to do. And you are sitting around watching them from afar and waiting. You're waiting for the opportune moment to make them realize that they're making a mistake. You're waiting for the opportune moment for them to realize, sorry, and to drive home that, they need to slow down, stop, take time to think, and realize they can't do this all on their own. It's a tough little situation you found yourself in, Gemini, but you're the planner of the bunch. Well, besides Athena, of course. I have a feeling you can make it happen. Who's advising you? Hermes' message. Okay. Now I get the feeling this is just one half of a set of two cards. One half of a set of two, because this is your friend reaching out to you and sending you a message. I don't know what the message is yet. I have a feeling I'm about to in this next card. So let me put that down and then I'll explain exactly what's occurring here, Gemini. What is your dilemma? Ah, okay. There it is then. Okay, yeah, I was spot on about this being a set of two. So Gemini, um, your friend gets back to you after realizing that, you are planning on stopping them and or slowing them down and or, just trying to make them slow themselves a little bit. And they've told you straight up, I will get pissed if you try this. I'll tell you one thing, Gemini. Seeing as, I myself am a Scorpio, I'm just going to tell this to you straight up. This friend of yours sounds like a Scorpion. This friend of yours sounds like a blazing, furious, absolutely on a rampage Scorpio. And they might be on a bit of a power trip. Not even going to lie. They might be on a bit of a power trip. So I can see where they're coming from. I can also see where you're coming from. I think you are in the right place. I think you need to make sure they stop before they do too much. I think you need to stop before they burn themselves out. They may say that, if you try to slow them down, they'll be furious at you. But sometimes you have to take actions for the greater good. And stopping them will be for their greater good in this case. Who has the power? Zeus's thunderbolt. It's in your hands. Excuse me. Oh, Gemini, excuse me. Um, it's in your hands, Gemini, to make this happen. You alone have the power to stop them. Nobody else can do this, Gemini. There's people close to this person. There's people, encouraging them on, egging them on to do this, do that, do this, do that. But you are the only voice of reason they've got. And they're your friend for a reason, Gemini. You're their friend for a reason. And I think this is it. You're gonna be the one to throw your arms around them and say, "This far, no further, no more. Stop there before I stop you." All right. What's holding you back? The Argonaut's voyage. You don't want to have to do this, Gemini. That's the biggest thing. You don't want to have to do this. They're your friend. You care about them. You don't want to have to force them to stop. You want to see them succeed. You want to see them, accomplish their grand master plan. See everything fall into place like dominoes and, be happy for them if they do succeed. But at the same time, you know in your heart that what this friend is attempting to do, it's not gonna work, Gemini. It's not going to work. It's going to flop. It's going to go downhill. And to be quite frankly honest with you, you are the only one who can stop it. Let's see if you do. What's being hidden? The Cavern of Nyx. They know it's not going to work. Oh my god. Gemini, they already know it's not going to work. They've known this whole time. They've gone into this knowing it was never going to happen. It was never going to end up succeeding. Whoa. Why are they doing this, Gemini? Now that leaves you with one burning question. Like the biggest burning question I had before was, can you stop them? Now my biggest question is, why are they doing this? Why? Can you succeed? Prometheus's gift. Oh, okay. It's not for them. I see where this is going, Gemini. What they're doing, everything about it, it's not for them. They're making a sacrifice for somebody else in their life. They're doing all these things, they're making all these big plans and planning to execute them because somebody else in their life needs them to do it. They know they can't succeed. They know it's not going to work, but they're determined to do it for this person they care about. Yeah, I can see where that's coming from, Gemini. I can see where that's coming from. All right, we got two more cards here, Gemini. Here's one of the big ones. What happens in the end? Survey says the Garden of Hesperides. It's going to be a Sisyphean task, Gemini, for them and for you, because it looks like you're going to help them. You've changed your mind about stopping them. One person alone may not be able to do it, Gemini. But two? Now, that might just even the battlefield. I don't know. I don't know the situation. I don't know what they're attempting, Gemini, but whatever they're attempting, they need your help. They need it badly, Gemini. They really, really, really do. If you help them, I think they'll be eternally grateful for it. All right, now for the PH de Resistance. When's this all happening? The Oracle's dream. None of this has occurred yet. This is all just a dream in your head right now, Gemini. All of this is unimaginable today. But things that seem unimaginable today can seem inevitable tomorrow. Nice words of Albus Dumbledore. So, this is all happening within the next 2 to 4 months. I know that's a bit of a wide time frame. I know it's a bit of a wide space to, figure out. But within the next 2 to 4 months, all of this will happen, Gemini. Brace yourself and give some thought to what your friend's trying to do here. Because I think they're doing it for good reasons. Okay. I'm gonna do a quick recap, and I'll go ahead and end things off. I hope you guys have been enjoying the video thus far. If you haven't enjoyed the video thus far, please do go check me out on Twitter. Got the same name as his YouTube channel, same kind of content. There's some exclusive content on there. You may very, very, very much enjoy. And if you really, really, really love the content on there, consider dropping me a follow. Help support me and help support the channel. Now, without much further ado, folks, Gemini, I'm gonna give you the rundown of this here recap. So, your friend is on the verge of trying to do something very, very stupid, taking on more than they can, biting off more than they can chew. You are planning to stop them, step in, be their knight in shining armor, stop them before they do this. Right now, you're just keeping an eye on them. You've warned them not to do this, and you're just keeping an eye on them, hoping they'll back down. But then you get a message from them or whatever saying, hey, you try to stop me, I'll lose it on you. This feels like a Scorpio, mind you, Gemini. You alone have the power to stop them, but you're hesitant to. Because you want them to succeed. Deep down, you want them to succeed. You want them to, make whatever they're trying to make happen. And they know it's doomed to fail if, they can continue as they are. They've known that from the start. They're doing it for somebody else, Gemini. And you step in and help. A noble cause, Gemini. Who works out for you. And on that cheerful note, thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications so don't miss a single one of our videos. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, folks. We're also trying to get to 800 subscribers before the end of the month. So please, smash like, smash subscribe. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out, folks. Have a good